Another notable name from the world of sports cars back here this weekend, also racing as well as with his son, is Ross Hyatt. Ross, great to have you here this weekend and in the championship, and also sponsoring it as well. Let's talk about that first. How did you become involved in it?
Well, it was really a friend who said that I was trying to bring my sons into it, and the question is, do you go-karting or do you do BRDC Formula 4 and all these? I looked at all the costs of it, and it's just astronomical. So I've got two sons who wanted to race, so I started racing myself in them, and I just absolutely love the Pintos because you've got slicks and no wings, so you've now got more adhesion and less power. So the only way you can go quickly is to drive the wheels off the thing. So it's a great learning base to work from.
How much knowledge have you passed on to your son Nick, because you're racing alongside him in the same championship? How much are you passing on to him in terms of your expertise to help him get up to speed?
Yeah, I help them setting up the cars, but with all the data you've got these days, with the V-boxes and everything, you've got it all there. And of course, they're all computer geniuses now compared to me, so they're looking at everything and analysing everything, and then they're now telling me all the things I'm doing wrong. So it's great fun. It really is. Motorsport, if you can have fun with it as well as the thrill of doing it, it's great. Otherwise, you've got so much pressure. And this is the whole team, everybody that's involved in SRCC. They're all just like a big family. So everybody comes along, the mothers, fathers, all the kids. It's a great thing to be involved in. So I'm really, really pleased to get involved. And then the Pinto side came about because it was one of those classic situations of, will we ever get a grid big enough to race separately to the Durotex? And so my company, Apsley House, we decided, right, let's sponsor it, because it's a little bit like, if you build it, they'll come. So we said, right, let's try it. And we've gone from getting sort of 12 cars, 8 to 12 cars on a grid, to 22 at Donington and 21 here, and hopefully even more coming out. So we should be able to have Pinto-only races as well as the Duratec races, which will be fantastic for both the club and for everybody who's involved.
Right, and of course, it's great for you to be in the championship, because when you've had such a quiet career racing world sports cars, you raced at Le Mans, you've raced manufacturers like Ford and Ferrari. It must be great to get something a bit more grassroots like this and to be different bit of beast. Obviously, they're quite different to the cars that you've raced in the past.
They're very different to those cars, but at the end of the day, once you've got your helmet on and you're going through a corner, it's either understeering, oversteering, or it's going through beautifully. And all the mechanical aids and the power and everything else. I mean, I've raced McLaren M8s with 900 brake horsepower. These are just as much fun. In fact, even more fun, because you're absolutely on the limit with them, and the challenge to drive them is just as equal. So, but at probably 10% of the budget, and that's really the thing, is that this is a formula that everybody can do. If you want a motor race, this is a great series to do.
I can see and hear the enthusiasm and the smile on your face. You really do enjoy being in these kind of cars, regardless of the power. You're pushing them as hard as you can.
Yeah, and to be on a grid, for a father to be on a grid with his sons or daughters, is absolutely fantastic. And everybody will help you. Anybody who wants to come and do this, come and join in. We'll help you. You can have as much information as you wish. You have all our setup, anything you wish. We'll help them.